Welcome back from that break. Now it's time to get very interactive with you right here on the show. We would like to hear from you. That's why we'll be opening the phone lines very shortly. But we are asking you this morning about the state of street lights in your community. We are asking, what is the state of street lights in your community? So when we open the phone lines, do call, or you can also send us a WhatsApp message via the WhatsApp number on your screen right now, 020-444-7033, 020-444-7033, and the number to call is 026-400-7720. That's the number to call, 026-400-7720. So we'd like to hear from you, Kweku.
Yeah.
Do you have street lights in your community? Let me start off by asking you.
Well, I was fascinated this morning when I saw the story on the Daily Graphic, so we'll probably look at that in a little bit. But yes, I do have some street lighting, but let me explain. So what I've noticed over time is that because our streets are so dark,
Right.
individual homes, including mine, right, we've installed street lights on the electricity poles
right.
in front of the house, right? My neighbors have done same. So if you drive into our yard, those of us drive onto our street, those of us who've done those installations, that area of the road is well lit. But if you look further down the road, you see that the rest of the street is dark. But that's because they are either uncompleted buildings that nobody lives there, or the other people who live there, it's like for them, it's like, you know what, ain't gonna bother about this, you know, why are we bothering about this?
And Kweku, it's not even about our individual communities. Most parts of Accra is dark. See, I've gone through I said it here the other time that Apioko and I were driving from here to Melcom at Spintex. All through from here through Tesano Police Station, through the mall, to what's the name, the Action Chapel Road, the road they call the Mahama Road. The whole place was dark. The whole place, look at the distance from here all through to that place. It was so dark that I was so angry in the car. I'm like, how are we allowing our streets to stay this dark? And if not for the lights beaming from the cars, then the street is pitch black.
But even that, it makes it more dangerous.
Difficult,
more dangerous and difficult for drivers.
Yes.
And then again, for pedestrians, you know, one of the things that people don't realize, and pedestrians don't know this, is that if they're wearing clothes that don't reflect light, it doesn't matter the color. If it doesn't bounce light off the clothing, you are literally a sitting duck. Because the person may not see you till maybe you're about 50 meters away. And depending on the speed at which the person is driving, it can take as much as 50 meters to brake. Or rather, let me say that when you apply the brakes, it may take as much as 50 meters for the car to come to a stop. You see the thing? So, so just think about how dangerous that is. If you happen to be going at, let's say, 70 miles, sorry, not 70, 70 kilometers per hour, 80 kilometers per hour on the highway, right? And that's why accidents happen at places like La Paz. And we hear it all the time. People get knocked down and killed, right? Because the road is dark. Now, because the road is dark, people are crossing. And as the people are crossing, they are not wearing reflective clothing. So you don't even see that somebody is crossing till your lights, the beam of your light hits them. At that point,
it would have been too late.
It's too late.
And another aspect too is the fact that people take advantage of the dark roads to commit crimes. So the bad people are hiding in there somewhere, and then they would just ambush you, take your belongings, attack you, and all of that. It's really bad. But we have a caller on the line. Hi, good morning, Isaac. Hello. Isaac, can you hear us? Good morning. Hello. All right, I think you would have to call us back if you can hear us. And please, when you call, kindly do well to reduce the volume on your TV set so that we can talk to you right through the phone. Yes, so Kweku, as I was saying, you know, a few years ago, there was an issue of an attack on a student from the University of Ghana Business School on the UPSA stretch because the whole place was dark, no street lights. And when that issue happened, there was actually, the boy died. When the issue happened, we went on social media, the media talked about it and ranted. As I speak with you, the place is still dark.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. So there's a story in the Daily Graphic. It says here, and I'm reading portions of it, okay? So there's a subtitle, The Situation. All right, we have a caller.
Of course, cool. Hi, Kwame.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Kwame, good morning.
Good morning.
You are calling us from Winneba. Tell us the situation in Winneba. Which part of Winneba are you calling from to start off with? And do you have street lights in your community?
Yeah, good morning.
Right. Kwame, please reduce the volume of your TV set and speak to us through the phone.
So, at the moment, I'm in Winneba.
Right.
I originally stayed in Accra. Because of my work, I'm roaming around the country. So I'm in Winneba now. I've been in Winneba for the past 1 week. But going around the country, in respect of what we are talking about, the street lights in the country, you know, what I've observed, we have an issue with our culture of maintenance in this country. So much that we do not seem to maintain everything we put up. Because originally when we put up these roads, you know, it comes along with the street light. But when the lights die, we do not fix them. And so I think that is where the problem is. Our culture of maintenance is a problem. We have these infrastructure, but we do not maintain them. Then they go down. And then another thing I've observed is this. It is easy for all of us to sit and complain every time. You know, everything we say it is the government. But we have functions and job shadows that should be able to handle these things. So when you go to districts and municipalities, who are supposed to fix these assets? Whose responsibility is it? So that we do not always go through this same situation with all aspects of our society, all functions that we have. Everybody says the thing is, we all acknowledge that the thing is not good. But whose duty is it? That is my concern.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kwame.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Kweku, you are going to read the story in the graphic.
So it's talking, there's a paragraph here. It talks about the situation currently. Presently, driving on the 19-kilometer Accra-Tema motorway at night is hellish, as there are no street lights to provide the expected visibility. Now, in fact, even when about 2/3 of the stretch had been fixed with solar-powered street lights 3 years ago, motorists had cause to complain about poor visibility, especially on the outer lanes due to the defective lights. In 2021, the Director General of the Ghana Standards Authority, Professor Alex Dodu, told the Daily Graphic that the street lights did not conform to the country's standard for street lighting. Today, it's pitch dark driving on the stretch at night. Street lighting is a necessity in road construction globally to ensure the safety of road users during the night and dark periods. And then the story goes on there. Now, I just want to say that, first of all, we need to make sure. One of the challenges that I have, and I don't understand how this keeps happening. We've imported street lights. They've passed through our ports. They're supposed to be Ghana Standards Authority, customs, that's the GRA people, customs wing of the GRA people, and so on, at the ports, right? How is it that material, products, street lights, that don't qualify, they don't meet the standards, how did they even get out of Tema Port into the country, into the city? I don't understand. How does that even happen? You see, and then there's this thing that I've heard, I don't know if you've also heard the same thing, that they say that when you go to China and they are buying products for Ghana, they say that if it's going to Africa, they will give you a particular, but it's like for the African market.
Yes, I have also heard that.
You've heard the same thing, right? Yes. Good. But those products will not find their way into Europe. Why? Because the same human beings, when they are working in a place in Europe, the strict certification is such that they'll reject an entire shipment if you bring them poor quality products. But in Ghana, everything will come in. And then, I'm even talking about the fact that the street lights that have arrived, they will come in. Instead of rejecting them at the port, they are brought into the system, and then the Director General will tell Daily Graphic that the lights don't meet the standards, the country standard.
Didn't you check that at the port? Exactly.
No, I don't understand. At the port when they arrive, and maybe I'm naive, so somebody should please call and educate us. But at the port when they arrive, whose job is it to reject inferior quality products that don't meet our standards? Whose job is it? We have a call up from Koforidua. Hello, Robert. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. So, talk to us about street lighting in Koforidua.
We are only going to see when the politicians are around our street lighting.
Sorry, repeat that.
It's only when the politicians are around.
Yeah, that the light works.
Yeah, before the street light works.
Okay.
And my major concern is we see the charge residential and commercial 3%. So we ask them, where does that money go to? They charge residential and commercial users 3%.
Yeah.
Monthly on monthly on your consumption. So the question is, where does that money go to?
Okay, good question.
What do you use that money for?
Yeah.
People are being robbed every day on the street. Students, listen to the Koforidua Technical University. Students were being attacked because there was no street light.
Wow. As in that individual students were being attacked by robbers? Okay.
Yeah, they were attacked because the road was dark.
Yeah.
There was no street light.
Okay. All right. Robert, thank you for calling and sharing your thoughts. Robert is asking that we pay a percentage.
Yes.
Okay. Residential users, you know. I also know that if you go to even like a restaurant, right, there are levies, and you see, you know.
You pay for everything. So, we are still paying COVID levy.
Electricity bill, when you see the street light is there. Yeah. But I installed a street light at my house. There's no...
From your own pocket money.
Yeah. So the question that Robert is asking is...
Where do those monies go to?
Where do those monies go to?
Yeah.
There are millions of households that are paying this every time.
Quickly, we have a call on the line. Let me speak to Jones from K2 South. Hi, Jones. Good morning.
Yeah, hello. Good morning.
Thank you so much for calling us. Well. Very well, thank you. How about you?
I'm online this morning.
Great. Tell us.
The street lights, yes, concerning the street lights, it's not in your area alone.
Okay.
Right here at our border, at Lao border.
Okay.
And that is a place where a lot of revenue comes for the government. But could you imagine that before night, there's no light there. The place is always dark. Even this morning, we were discussing this on our radio station here. You see, well, I don't know, they take lots of money from here, but they don't fix the lights. That's very dangerous. And that place, there are lots of miscreants all over there. You know, it's a border town.
Jones, so if I may ask, how badly is this affecting the community and business over there?
We cross from Ghana side to Togo. But if you go to Togo side, that place is well lit. The light is just across the border. But before being Ghana, this part of the country, Aflao section, no light. You see, the authorities, please, let them wake up.
So this is actually at the border itself, not even in the main town, but at the border itself.
No, also the main, if border is the main town, you see some on the street light.
Yeah.
You know, yes.
Wow.
It's really bad.
Wow.
It's really bad.
Wow.
So they should try to fix it for us.
All right.
Thank you so much,
That's my big story this morning.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Well,
no.
To think that our borders, he practically just said that when you are on the Ghana side, and you know, the borders is just like a walking distance. Yes. So you are 1 foot in Ghana, another foot could be in Togo.
Yeah.
So when you are on the Ghana side, the whole place is dark, and then when you step foot in Togo, the whole place is lit. How can we be living? Can't we see?
Well, it's the same thing in Ivory Coast. The Elubu border. When you go there, Elubu is dark, Noe is lit.
Hey.
Elubu is dark, Noe is lit. Yes. It doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know if the situation has changed today, as we speak, as in today. It has changed. But when I traveled to Abidjan by road, I was in shock. I could not believe it. It's like our Tuno and our Papa, we have put street lights there, and we will let them get stolen. We will not maintain them. All these things. Why? We have a caller from Wale. Wale Sanusi, good morning.
good morning.
You're welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you.
Yes, so please share your thoughts with us.
Okay. When you look at, talking about the street lights, when you look at the road from Wale to Nale, there are some two adjoining communities, that is Tunguri and Bani.
Okay.
In the night, when you look at the road, so we have more than 150 street lights on the road.
Okay.
But none of them is functioning.
Wow.
You can only count about 2, 3, or 6 poles.
Wow.
They are not functioning. If you can remember, last year around 9, the heavy rain that happened in the northeast region.
Yes.
So we were having some collapse between that two adjoining communities. Up to now, the bridge is not yet fixed. And the street lights within that area, all of them are off. In the night, it's very dangerous to move.
Wow. Wow.
So we are worried about it.
Yeah.
And the authorities are not acting.
Well.
So we've been looking at the electricity bill that we have been paying. We have public lighting. But the lights are not functioning.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sanusi. We appreciate your call. Sanusi calling from Wale. We appreciate the call. And for all those of you who have called us, thank you very much for calling us.
Kweku, I think we need to do better and be a bit more intentional when it comes to installing street lights and every other infrastructure that we have in this country. Because, we construct the roads, put the street lights on there, and then it's like, okay, we've done the lights, so let's leave it.
And then those who are dodging and saying that they don't know whether it's their responsibility. I mean, I'm surprised that we are going around and letting this be a discussion. Because we know who is responsible for maintenance and for replacement. We know. District assemblies is your job. At least that's what the National Road Safety Authority has told us. So do your job and stop shaking responsibility and pushing the blame to somebody else. Anyway, you know what? I think we should take a break.
Of course.
Yeah. We'll take a quick break.